Hello everyone, I'm Ral Kathwari. Welcome to the Local Live. Today we're going to learn about a local philanthropic organization in our area, Habitat for Humanity. This organization is hosting a fundraising event this weekend, and today we're going to learn all about it. Thank you, Jim, for coming in. It's such a pleasure to be with you today.
I know, this is awesome, and I feel like I'm home. LMC TV is one of our home bases in Larchmont and Mamaroneck, where we started 30 years ago.
Yeah, but we always love having you.
Well, you know, our first house was here off of Weaver, and everyone got behind that, and from there the journey began.
Awesome. So for our viewers at home, can you just let them know, for those who don't know, what Habitat Humanity does for our community?
Sure. Well, I'll start with a Jeopardy question, which was on last week. It said, who is the #1 home builder in the country? Answer is Habitat for Humanity.
Awesome.
Right? So who would think? Because in New York, no one can own a home. Millennials, people are leaving. Seniors are struggling with the taxes. So we are in 50 parts of New York State right now, and we're going to be joining together to form a stronger coalition to talk about how New Yorkers should be able to afford to live here, millennials should be able to afford to own here, and that we should develop prudently, wisely, in a green way. Where, you know, last night, as the show airs, was the anniversary of Hurricane Sandy, and we were clearly reminded that Mother Nature knows no anniversaries in a good way. And I went up by the rivers, by the Sheldrake and the North Barry Bridge to check where it was flooded before, because I was honored to help hundreds of people and families here in the flood in 2006 and 2007, which became my warm-up for rebuilding in the Rockaways with Hurricane Sandy. And LMC TV was there. The staff came, they called volunteers, and they met me out in Breezy Point. So, you know, this area, Larchmont and Mamaroneck, I love. And you talked about Mamaroneck High School. We have a Habitat Club there. We have all the faith community, the churches and synagogues volunteer with us. We call it the theology of the hammer. And if everyone who said they loved God, be it Psi, I don't know if you've heard of Psi, they sent thousands out to the Rockaways. It's a Indian background, faith-based organization that says love all and serve all. I've had all different types of religions come, and if everyone who said they loved God worked once a month in New York, everyone would have a home. And, you know, here we are 5 years after Hurricane Sandy, years after the floods in Mamaroneck, and the Army Corps of Engineers hasn't begun their real project yet. And so the importance of volunteerism, the importance of Mamaroneck High School, Faith in Action volunteers, corporate, large and small volunteers coming out to help us is invaluable to the success of our communities. And with that, we also want I was watching a fundraiser where someone said, throw your cell phone down, a youth. Yeah. And really, we believe that we should all throw our cell phones down and lift up a hammer. Awesome. And build again. I want your graduates from your school also to be CEOs of chairs that are made here. Yeah. And so we have a makerspace, a Made in America shop, and Mamaroneck High School kids are learning to make picnic tables and pallet furniture tables, and we're going to expand that as well. So our mission is broad and more than just the one house, but really to be a broad-based organization that hits the needs of housing in a number of ways. Well,
you've done some incredible work in our area. Recently, the United States, Puerto Rico, we've been hit with very bad natural disasters. Right. And my understanding is that you guys have 2 fundraising events coming up to help these. Right, really exciting. And Mamaroneck Diner, I want to give a shout out to the Katsouris family, and they were just so great. Long-time Mamaroneck family, long-time home place, nothing like a diner to go to, one of my favorites. And they did a benefit for us, raised thousands of dollars, and I just loaded a truckload with Mariano Rivera and his wife and some of our volunteers and that was shipped down to Puerto Rico, food. I've been to Puerto Rico. You were there last year. I've built there 10 years ago. My deceased wife's family is from Guaynabo. I'm actually creating Diana's Build in her memory. And some of my board members have a number of alumni that are going to go down there. Habitat is sending 2,000 repair kits down with tarps and a variety of tools to different homeowners.
And a poor woman came into our restore yesterday crying and saying that her whole family lost everything. And so this is the largest, if you will, the diaspora of Puerto Rico. Es mi isla, me encanta, mucho bendiciones, mis hermanos and hermanas, mucho amor para Puerto Rico and todo el país. I've built in El Salvador and other countries, but right now, Puerto Rico, which is a state, and New York has the largest number of Puerto Rican Americans, great rich history, who deserve us to not say, well, let's forget about it. And really, the crisis could be an opportunity, kind of like which happened in New Orleans, to rebuild it more resilient, rebuild it greener, have an infusion of jobs and recreation of communities. And I'm hoping and praying that'll be, even though the pain and the suffering is immediate, we want everyone not to forget about that. The state of Puerto Rico really needs our help.
So have people gone down there? Have you been down there since the hurricane hit?
I haven't. I'm planning to go possibly the night of November 11th.
Okay.
You know, there've been different starts and stops. You want to make sure a number of people want to go down with me, and we're ready to go. And if anybody wants to volunteer or come down on a trip, because remember, it's just starting.
Yeah.
And, you know, the recovery hasn't even a rebuilding process hasn't even started on any real level. And our email is relief@habitatwc.org, relief@habitatwc.org, and our website is habitatwc.org. So Joko Salon, where I get my hair done, no, I wouldn't blame my hair on Joko. He is famous. I mean, everyone says, I know Joko's, oh, it's great. And so he was showing me where he does his hairstyling, and he says he loves to learn every day. Well, he and his lovely wife have opened their salon for raffles for gift baskets and their spa opportunity.
Is it here in Mamaroneck?
It's going to be in Larchmont. Yeah, okay. Joko Salon. That's going to be all day Sunday, November 5th. And then St. Augustine's Church, which has done 16 years, has done our walkathon with people from all faiths and no faiths. We've had the Junior League, we've had Larchmont Temple, we've had Mamaroneck High. We have kids from all over the county. We have families come. No, this Sunday at 1 o'clock is our walk for homes. Okay. And you know, it kind of all, you know, I said this is God's timing that I'm here today on this great station, because really we are in a crisis of affordable homes. You know, there's more homeless everywhere, but the economy is doing great. You know, the fight and the debates of the election are over, pardon, girlfriends and gold watches, which is horrible. And both of those gentlemen I know need to rise above what's going on. And the number one issue for the success of New York, Amazon would never consider moving here if they didn't have affordable homes for their workers.
Of course.
Most of the people in the corporations like Pepsi live in Connecticut. You know, people cannot afford to pay the taxes, be a senior citizen here, be a millennial here, and hope to live here and have a home and a family here, because it's out of reach. And there's something drastically unintelligent about that, un-American about that, on everything about it. Whatever you believe in, I can give you a reason to say, you need to pick up a hammer now, and we need to build affordable homes now. I live in New Rochelle. The high-rises they're putting up are not helping any Iona College graduates, are not helping any taxpayers, are putting 20,000 people in a very small, dense area. Why I love Mamaroneck Avenue, they get it right.
Yeah.
We can stroll down, and you're not seeing chains of businesses. You're seeing small businesses and residences of this great community who support it and then invite others to come with great fun activity. You know, I die for half of the events that Mamaroneck does because they're always on the go, and be it down at the harbor or a parade or blocking the street off, or LMC TV doing a fun event. You never know where you're going to see them, or the local live, I don't know if there's a name for the local live character that goes around, but you know, it's a great community, and it's always been there for us. So November 5th, we want everyone to be part of the Larchmont Mamaroneck Habitat Day and join us.
Awesome. So November 5th, do you have the Joko's Hair Salon, so people can come down to Joko's, get their hair done, and then all the proceeds go
All the proceeds will go to hurricane relief.
Hurricane relief.
And if they can't make it that day, they can drop by ahead of time, buy some raffle tickets, drop a donation. We have envelopes over there.
Okay.
We're going over there today at 3 o'clock, even though they're closed. We're bringing over and setting up. And really, for them to do it, like Mamaroneck Diner has, and like this community responded in Hurricane Sandy 5 years ago, it's responding now. So respond, and this is a great economy. So we do take stocks. We do take, you know, a variety of opportunities. You can donate your car, but go to Joco's and also walk with us. You know, have a
front of St. Augustine's, right?
Yes,
okay, it's in Larchmont. Yeah. So for the viewers, if you want to come and walk, it's in front of St. Augustine's in Larchmont, and then...
And we walk down to the waterfront, beautiful waterfront, come back, and then there's refreshments after it. We have moms with their kids and moms and dad. It's a great family event. It's about an hour, and we promise it'll be a beautiful day.
Awesome. And fortunately for those who might be away this weekend, how can they get involved with Habitat Humanity and volunteer?
So every Monday I have a volunteer orientation at 6 o'clock, and you can always email me, jim@habitatwc.org. And there's so many ways. It's not just building, too. You can run an event for us. You can help to be a mentor to a family. You can help to reach out to, we have a large veterans community. We're building homes for veterans.
Awesome.
If you know of someone who needs help, a senior citizen on their home, because when you're trying to pay taxes on a fixed income, no matter how well you did it, we call that brush with kindness. We have Mary Bonner from Larchmont, who's helped us for 25 years. Chuck Flynn gets out there. John Verney has helped us. He was on the board with us, me in New York City before you were born, and a lot of other viewers were. And we went to Mexico, Belfast. I've been to El Salvador, Haiti. I've been all over the world. I've helped in Puerto Rico.
Incredible.
But where's India? We're blessed to help in India. Where's the hardest place for anyone to own a home? I could have built everyone a home and a vacation home since the war on poverty started. A shelter in Westchester County is an oxymoron and a slap in the face of the intelligence of any educational institution, any planner, anyone who says they care. It's time that we change this. Okay. And we've only just begun. We were warming up for 30 years. They ain't seen nothing yet.
Awesome. Well, with that, if you want to get involved, please come out to the fundraising events this weekend or one of the orientations on Monday.
Yes.
Thank you so much for coming in, Jim, to the studio. It's always lovely having you with us.
Very grateful to have you, and for our family at LMC TV. And for all the viewers, we love you. Keep coming. Donate for the holidays or walk with us.
And we want to remind everyone to tune in next Tuesday at 9 p.m. for a special election night coverage. We will be reporting live from the local party headquarters as well as Astorino and Latimer locations.